Welcome everyone back to the Crimson 15 podcast. I'm your host, Crimson Sin, and this is going to be my very first tabletop comic book review. I'm still working out the lighting, and this mount's pretty cheap, so if there's some shaking here, I apologize, but this is what I'm working with now, and my very first one review is going to be a Red Sonja, Birth of the She-Devil. I have never purchased or read a Dynamite comic in my life, and I saw a bunch of stupid crap going on Twitter, trying to attack a company for hiring talented people. I let the work speak for itself. There's people I don't agree with, politically or socially, but if they put out good work and it's a cool story, that's all I really care about. So I actually added Dynamite to my pull list. I'm definitely going to continue to read this series. This first issue is excellent. I know of Red Sonja. I just don't know any of her real backstory. I understand there's like a Conan Barbarian things. Again, I'm the layman. I have absolutely no idea of any past comics, but as a first issue, I enjoyed it. I really like the character. The art is great. I want to know more about her. I want to see her go on this journey. It does everything a first issue is supposed to do. But let's start out like I always do with the cover. Absolutely fantastic cover. There's a whole bunch of variant covers, but this is the one that I ended up getting. It was the last one that was at my local comic book shop, but I'm glad I picked it up. And here's all the creators and the creative team. I always give props to these people, because if it wasn't for all these people, we wouldn't have this really cool story. We open up here, and I love how they set up everything. We have kind of a narration type voice here, and I just kind of like this very beginning. It just sets up everything. Just this first page really put me into the whole comic here, and I'm just going to just read this first page out. Even at the tender age of 18, she was known by many names. The Hellion of Hyreken, the She-Devil with a sword, the Red Sonja. She wears her reputation on her sleeve, amused by the fear she strikes in the stoutest of hearts. Right there, we know who this character is. She probably really does enjoy the fight. She has a reputation. She's a freaking badass. It's just cool. Just that very first paragraph was awesome, but then it sets it up even further. But you already know who she is. I am Ozimas. Again, I apologize for messing up the names because I'm terrible with names. The poor fool who tried to raise her as if that was possible, telling her a tale. I have been accused of myth-making and exaggeration, but I swear every word I write. If anything, words fail me, for she is indescribable. Right there, boom. You have the whole entire character. You have the arc. I want to see if this woman is the myth, the legend, if she can do all these things. I'm already invested completely into this character just off this one page. You see her she just walks into any room, any place, and she's just confident in all of her abilities and all her skills. But she basically is trying to get information. You have this king, he has all his concubines and everything, and she doesn't care. She just walks in there. But this guy's kind of a bastard. She has some type of stone that he wanted, and I guess he's like, oh, the prize, the greatest than anything in my treasure is being with me. So basically he's going to take her and, have his way with her. That's your prize. Oh, whoopity-doo. Thanks a lot. But she wants her information, and she's going to do anything to get it. Gonna skip a couple pages because I do want you to pick this up. She ends up taking this king out, and she made the mistake of killing him before getting her information. And she even admits that. And even here in this dialogue, in the narration, when she was young, she didn't always think things through. She was always clever and savvy, but strategy requires patience. Patience took her a long time to learn that one. And you can see still here, she's running from the guards. She loves the chase. She loves the fight. But in this whole entire thing, she could have played her cards better and got the information she was actually looking for. But she still wanted to kill the guy, and I guess she just takes that as a victory. She's looking for her friend. And again, a noble goal. Something that a hero does. Even though she drinks, she's killing people, she knows that she still has a nobleness inside of her, that she's doing a quest that isn't just for fame and fortune. She's trying to save her friend. So I guess they were friends when they were kids. We get some flashbacks here, but we don't know the full story. So she got caught up by some slave traders, and now she's going after her. Very cool. I like that. I like when a character has a good heart and they try to do the right thing. And we got establishing shots like this. Just gorgeous. That should be a poster. That's just so cool. I love that. And the guy who is the narrator is also looking for her. And as you can see, he's a badass himself too. She ends up in a tavern. Again, she starts a ruckus, and because that's what she does. And it's funny because she is with just kind of like one of the guys. She's going in there. She's Where is it at? Right in here. She's drinking. She's fighting with the dudes. And it's funny because they're like, oh, how much to win your night, my lady? Like, they're just trying to, like, hit on her and stuff. And then she's right there with them. Where's the line? Yeah, it's right here. That dog is not going to win the pot or the lady. Let me show you my long saber, my lady. It is fine blade that's need of a sheath. If only you knew how to wield it. I see. She throws it right back at him. Like, she's just not gonna let any guy talk to her. But she knows she could kill all these people. But she just wants to drink and have a good time. They end up fighting her because they find out she's the one who killed the king. She burns the whole place down. It's just funny, but she just causes destructions everywhere she goes, which isn't necessarily a good thing. So she has those flaws. We get to meet the bad guy, and this guy right here. This dude is a bastard. Raka. He's one evil dude. Just a chaos guy. In this whole little breakdown right here, he's like, oh, if the gods didn't want you to, rape and pillage and do all these things, then why did he give you those desires? You're doing the work of God when you do these things. Oh yeah, this guy is off the rails and is a bad guy through and through. I can't wait for Red Sonja to meet up with this guy and have their little confrontation, because this dude's a bad dude. We get this flashback scene here. I love the use of color. Everything's muted. Her hair is this vibrant red. It just pops. And then the fire is red. I just love the way this is used. He's muted. The browns and grays. Everything. Her skin's really muted, but her hair, it's just like that powerful. It is her trademark of her character. But that's when he first found her. He tried to raise her, and he kind of gave her bad advice here. It's true, she says. He's telling her, you lost everything, but it's kind of a good thing. Now the world owes you nothing. Everything was taken from you, so you don't necessarily have to owe anyone anything, which is kind of true. But now that she's older, she's a drunkard, she starts fights, she burned down that tavern. Was that all necessary? But again, it's all just the way you taught me. And he takes responsibility. He's like, I did say a lot of things, and I'm not the man I was back then, but I want to help you. So he wants to help him find this evil bastard, because he's done some evil stuff. He just pillages a whole village. And there's a scene where he's like, it's like the classic thing, oh, don't kill everybody, leave someone alive so they can tell the story, the message. So he finds this one girl and thinking, oh, he's going to leave her alive to go tell everyone, but we get a twist. Get back to Red Sonja. She's drunk. She's fighting with her old master, I believe. And we get this really cool scene what he does with that girl. I'm not going to show you because I want you to pick this up, but we learn that this dude's an evil, evil dude. So that's the end of the first issue. Excellent. We got all the other covers. This is the one, the first one I got, but there's a lot of cool ones. I wanted to pick up these Virgin covers with the no writing on them, but they're so expensive. But yeah, for a first issue, I am sold on the story. I'm going to pick up the second one. I live pretty far away from my comic book shop, so maybe this week or next week. But yeah, this is a definite pickup for $3.99. Yeah, I would say pick this up. Dynamite. I'm sorry, I've never read your comics before, but I'm definitely going to buy into this one. I'm going to look into Vampirella with Christopher Priest. Everyone's saying good things about that. It's sold out, so I'll probably have to get like a second printing or whatever. But yeah, definitely go pick up Red Sonja. And thank you for watching to the end of the video. Every comic book I bring to the table is going to be a recommend. I am not going to crap on a comic. I'm not going to hate buy a comic. So if you don't hear me talk about it, it's because either I didn't like it and I don't want to promote it. But something like this, I think if you're into action, you like that fantasy genre, Conan the Barbarian, that kind of stuff, it is an excellent, excellent comic. And good on Dynamite for putting something out there to bring in the new reader, because that would be me, because I knew nothing about the character and I already want to see her journey. I want to see her get that guy because he's a total bastard. But yeah, definitely great first issue and I highly recommend. Crimson Saint here. Thanks for watching the video. If you're enjoying the content, be sure to sub, like, share, and hit the bell for notifications so you don't miss a single upload. If you have any tips or story ideas, hit us up on Twitter at C15Podcast, or better yet, join our Discord server, link in the description below.